Indian summer is 1 to 4 players walking through the forest collecting berries, nuts, mushrooms, and feathers, and admiring the colors and critters in nature. You'll place tiles, collect and trade tokens, and try to fill your board before everyone else. Luma Games provided this copy in exchange for an honest review. Make separate piles for the squirrel, berry, nut, mushroom, and feather tokens. Prepare the center boards with the animal tiles and treasures. Each player takes a board, a backpack reference tile, and 1 berry, nut, and mushroom. Shuffle the leaf tiles. Everyone takes 2 greens, 2 oranges, and 1 red and places them in this order next to their backpack. The remaining leaf tiles circle those center boards. Leave a space big enough to put the bush. On your turn, place 1 leaf tile or take and play a single square squirrel token. Leaves cannot be placed on another tile and cannot break through the border. You cannot move them once they've been placed. Replace your tiles when you're completely out. There is another way, but let's talk about those colored icons first. If you arrange tiles so treasures can be seen through the hole, cover the hole with the matching treasure token. Once you've fully covered a 3x4 area, collect all of those treasures. Spend a treasure to get a reward. Berries and nuts can be played if you have them, but mushrooms and feathers take up your entire main action. Berries let you refill your leaf supply up to the starting 5, but keep the draw order. If you already have 5 tiles, playing a berry lets you take a 6th, but you can never have more than that. Nuts are exchanged for the squirrel tile. Mushrooms let you take and immediately place the first leaf tile from 2 opponents. Feathers let you place 2 of your own tiles on a turn. You can trade 2 berries for a nut, 2 nuts for a mushroom, and 2 mushrooms for a feather, or downgrade from a feather to anything below. If you make a pattern of empty holes on your player board, take the matching animal tile. Some animal tiles come with a bonus treasure. Once a player has filled their board, the end game triggers. Finish the round so that the other players have 1 more turn. To figure out your score, count up all the empty squares on your board. Lower is better. Play tiles, draft tiles, and cover those treasures so that you can spend them wisely. That's Indian summer. Setup and takedown is quick. You'll need to separate and sort things, but if you keep everything bagged, maybe 5 minutes. As for the game, the box says 15 minutes per player. When you're comfortable with the rules, I think it's closer to 10 minutes per player. There is no reading. Aside from trading 2 for 1 and counting your missing spaces at the end, there aren't many numbers either. There are symbols, but they're explained by the reference tile. By 8, kids should be able to handle this. If you have a 7-year-old who wants to play, they should be able to, but be prepared to help with the treasures. If you're familiar with Patchwork, which was made by the same designer, this game is bigger by quite a bit. 2 can play on a large coffee table, but 3 and 4 likely need a dinner table. The rules are simple, but check that everyone gets them beforehand. Otherwise, let me tell you about this 4-player game with Grandma. During the game, we'd look at her board and wonder why she was all over the place. She'd grab a piece and be like, well, that doesn't help. It turns out she misunderstood the sticks on the playing board, thinking single pieces couldn't cross them. Poor Grandma. Don't worry, this story is a happy ending. At least for her. She still managed to beat me by 4 points. Good job, Grandma. Indian summer's very pretty to me, but colorblind people might struggle with the green, orange, and red pieces. I don't know for sure, and they are different sizes. Greens are 3 total squares, oranges are 4, and reds are 5, but that's something to keep in mind. The rules are very simple to understand. That game with Grandma was just a mix-up. The game moves quickly, even when introducing it to new players. Indian Summer works well with people new to gaming. The reference tile could have been a little clearer. Maybe a mix of icons and words. Picture of a feather equals play 2 tiles. Picture of a mushroom equals steal and play 2 opponents' leftmost tiles, and so on. The reference tile should also explain that on your turn, you can play a tile or a single squirrel. Finally, it should also show that berries and nuts can be played as often as you like, but mushrooms and feathers use an entire action. The reference style isn't very good to learn from, but it's good once you already know the game. I didn't understand the solo game at first. Now I know you're trying to win 2 out of 3 games. Filling the board is still your goal, and treasures help if you fall a bit short. The game is okay with 2 players, but the take-that mechanisms work better with more people. It is more relaxing not worrying about everyone else's boards. Some may prefer this. My favorite player count is 4 players. You have another person to take pieces from, and you go through the middle pieces much quicker. This makes the game not only harder, but better. You probably think I dislike Indian Summer. That's not true at all. But there are some issues that could cause problems for certain players. Some of those issues keep this from being great for me. I miss Patrick's manipulation of the time track and button economy, but fans of that game will probably enjoy sharing Indian Summer's editions with their families. We certainly enjoy it.